program is co-sponsored by Aiga, Telemantra, Touchwood, Greendale School, Hotel Sikkim Delight, and Sikkim Motors. Quizzing You is presented by Sikkim Digital Network.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sikkim Digital Network presents Quizzing You, Sikkim's first televised quiz competition where students of senior secondary schools will battle it out to become Sikkim's quizzing genius. Today, we have 6 schools from different parts of Sikkim come together to participate in this competition, and before we start the competition, I'd like to request each school to introduce themselves and the institution.
Hello everyone, I am Kausala Dorji of Government Senior Secondary School Chiakung and my hobby is singing.
Hello everyone, I am Sandhya Chhetri from Government Senior Secondary School Chiakung and my hobby is to read comics.
Hello everyone, myself Rondos Limbu from Borakop Senior Secondary School and my hobby is to play cricket.
I am Purva Shirpa from Borakop Senior Secondary School and as a hobby I like to play table tennis.
Hello everyone, my name is Kunang Malimbu and I am from Darab Senior Secondary School and my hobby is to play badminton.
Hi, I am Nisha Rai from Darab Senior Secondary School and my hobby is reading stories.
Hello, I am Kiran Chamling from Khechipuri Senior Secondary School and my hobby is to play football and to listen music.
Myself Sandeep Rai from Khechipuri Senior Secondary School and my hobby is to play table tennis.
Hello everyone, I am Suchitra Gurung and I am from Gazing Government Girls Senior Secondary School Kyongsa and my hobbies are singing and reading books.
Hello everyone, my name is Ranu Subedi from Girls and Girls Senior Secondary School. I love reading books.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am Tenzing Sampil Bhutia from Holy Cross School Tadung and my hobby is playing lawn tennis.
Hello everyone, I am Florence Bhutia from Holy Cross School and my hobbies are reading and painting.
Ladies and gentlemen, these were the 6 teams on stage today to play the first ever quiz competition for senior secondary schools. Boys and girls, once again welcome to this competition. Before we move on with Quizzing You, I'd like to inform to you that we have 5 rounds of this competition. I'm going to tell you the rules after each round. Now without further ado, let us start the first round of this competition, which we call Quizzical 1. The rules of the competition are as follows. This is coming from clockwise, then going to anti-clockwise, 10 points on the right, and if it's a pass, it's a plus 10 point, which means if the first team cannot answer, if it goes to the second team gets 20 points. And if the second team cannot answer, the third team answers it on a pass, the third team gets 30 points. Likewise, we go on 40, 50 and 60. So this is a very high scoring round and I'd like to welcome and wish all of you all the best for this first round, which we call Quizzical 1. We start clockwise with the school from Chiakung. Here's the question. The question is, which is the highway which passes through Wagah, a village situated near a border road crossing between India and Pakistan? What is the name of the highway? It's a plus 10 on a straight. If it passes and the other team says it, it's a plus 20. You can pass it, there's no negatives on this, or you can try it out.
Redcliffe.
It's not Radcliffe. We move on to Buriakop. Pass. It passes on to Darab.
Pass.
It passes on to Khechipuri School.
And it's 7.
NH7 is what they say. It is not the right answer, but good that you tried. It passes on to Gazing School.
Pass.
It passes on to Holy Cross.
Grand Trunk Road.
It's not the Grand Trunk Road, ladies and gentlemen. It is National Highway 1, which goes from Delhi to Pakistan border, Wagah. Moving on to the second team, Buriakop. Here's a question. What do the 50 stars represent in the flag of the United States?
States of America.
Brilliant on that. Give them a 10 points and a round of applause. All the states of United States of America is what they've answered, and they get a 10 points on that. Excellent, excellent answering. Here's the third question, a little bit on cricket. Do you watch cricket, by the way? No? Okay, but still try it out. Here's a question. Hosted by England in 1975 and won by West Indies, the first Cricket World Cup is known as what cup? The first Cricket World Cup is also known as what cup? It's a plus 10 if you give it right. That's okay if you want to try it, because then there's no negative on this. It passes on to Khichiburi. The boys, you watch cricket? Okay. Here's a chance to get 20 points.
Cricket World Cup 1975.
What is it called? It passes on to Gazing. Girls?
Pass.
It passes on to Holy Cross. You get a 40 points if you give it right.
Champions League.
It's not the Champions League. It moves on to Chakung. It passes on to Budia Cup.
Ashes Cup. Ashes Cup.
It's not the Ashes Cup. The answer that we're looking for is the Prudential World Cup. The first ever World Cup was called the Prudential World Cup. But never mind, it was a very good try that you gave out. My question moves on to the team which is on fourth. Here's your question. The boys from Khichiburi, you ready with your answer? Alright, here's the question. AK-47. It's a gun, it's an automatic gun. AK-47, developed and introduced in the Soviet Union in 1948, is arguably one of the most well-known assault weapons in the world. In AK-47, what does AK stand for? You've heard about AK-47? Excellent. What does AK stand for? It passes on to the girls from Gazing. It looks like they know the answer because they've been smiling all the while. What does AK stand for?
Assassin Killer.
Assassin Killer. Oh, that's a deadly one. It's not Assassin Killer. Ladies and gentlemen, it moves on to the team from Holy Cross.
Kalashnikov.
Give me the full one.
Alexander Kalashnikov.
Alexander Kalashnikov is not the answer that I'm looking for. Moves on to the girls from Chakung. It passes on to the boys from Buriakop.
Automatic trigger.
Automatic trigger is it's a good try. Moving on to Darab.
Automatic Cargill.
Automatic? Automatic Cargill is unfortunately not the right answer. Never mind, I think we have all the teams which have tried, and the answer is given by two teams, but again in parts. The answer that we're looking for is Automat Kalashnikov. Kalashnikov was the answer which was given by Holy Cross, and Automat was the answer which was given by Buriakop. We did not give both the teams any points, but nevertheless it was a good try. Moving on to the fifth team, the girls from Gazing Girls Senior Secondary School. Here's a question. Bangladesh, which emerged as an independent nation in 1971, has a lot to credit India, including its national anthem. Who wrote the national anthem of Bangladesh? It's a straight 10 points. Who wrote the Bangladesh national anthem? There's no negative on this, so you can try it out.
Bankim Chandra Chatterjee.
Bankim Chandra Chatterjee was also the writer of our national song, but nevertheless is not Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Moving on to Holy Cross, who is the answer? You get a 20 points if you get it right.
Rabindranath Tagore.
Excellent on Rabindranath Tagore. You get a 20 points on Rabindranath Tagore. He was also the writer of the Indian national anthem and also the writer of the Bangladeshi national anthem. Holy Cross, excellent on that. So here's your direct question. Your direct question for 10 points is from a book called Mein Kampf. Mein Kampf, the autobiographical manifesto of Adolf Hitler, talks about his political ideology and future plans for Germany. What is the meaning of Mein Kampf?
My autobiography.
It is not my autobiography. It moves on to the girls from Chakung Senior Secondary School. What is the meaning of Mein Kampf?
Pass.
It passes on to the boys from Budiakop.
Men powers.
Main power?
Men powers.
Manpower is not the answer that we're looking for. It passes on to Darab. What does Mein Kampf mean? It passes on to the boys from Kichiberi. What does Mein Kampf mean? It passes on to the girls from Gazing. You've lost a point. You have great opportunity to win 60 points on this. You can try it out. There's no negative on this. So they've also passed it. The answer that we're looking for is my. Men is my and Kampf is struggle. My struggle is the answer that we're looking for. It was written by Adolf Hitler. It is the autobiography of the man. Moving to the next round. The first round was a little difficult, was it? Was it a little difficult? Hopefully the next round is not as difficult as the first one. But what we're also looking at doing is, we are looking at ensuring that the level of competition goes up in our state, because the day we are not able to up our level of competition, we will not be able to compete with the guys outside the state. So the level of competition remains a little difficult than the rest of your quiz shows. With this, we come to the end of the first round. In the first round, there were some schools which were able to give out some answers. Some schools which are not able to give out some answer, but not to worry, we have 4 more rounds coming up to you after this break.
Greendale Senior Secondary School affiliated to CBSE. Play-learn method of learning. First school to Northeast to be associated with global classrooms. State-of-art facilities. For admission, contact 03592 232 157 850 984 0532 834-8537 119 near ICAR Complex, Tadong, Gangtok.
Welcome to the second round of quizzing you. We had a very exciting first round, and if the first round was clockwise, the second round is going to be anti-clockwise. We have Holy Cross answering the first question this time. The rules are going to remain the same. It's a +10, and on the pass, it's +10 added. So this is a high scoring round, and each team has a chance to win as many as 60 points. So the question is as follows. Lohri, a festival to celebrate the passing of winter solstice, which marks the shortest day and the longest night of the year, is associated with which Indian community? Lohri is associated with which Indian community? The festival is associated with which Indian community? Holy Cross looks like they know the answer.
Punjabi.
Punjabi is the answer that they've given, and Punjabi is the right answer. They get a 10 points on that. Excellent, Holy Cross. You get a 10 points on Punjabis. The next question is for the girls from Gazing Senior Secondary School. Your question is as follows. Which athletic event commemorates Philippides who carried Athens news of a Greek victory over the Persians? Which event?
Olympic.
Olympic is the answer that they've given. Unfortunately, Olympic is not the answer we're looking for. Moving on to the boys from Kichiberi, which is the answer for 20 points?
Marathon.
Brilliant on that. Marathon is the answer. They get a 20 points. Kichiberi School gets a 20 points on marathon, and congratulations for this. And your straight question comes here. On August 28, 1963, this American civil rights activist shared his most famous speech themed I Have a Dream. Who said these famous words? I have a dream. Who shared these famous words? There's no negative on this, so you boys can try it out.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. They took their own time, but it is not Abraham Lincoln. Moving on to the girls from Darab.
Washington DC.
It's not Washington DC. Moving on to the boys from Budiakop.
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy. Moving on to the girls from Chakung.
Pass.
It passes on to the teams from Holy Cross. For 50 points you are playing. What is the answer we're looking for?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Excellent on that. Martin Luther King Jr. is what we're looking for, and they get a straight 50 points on this. Martin Luther King is the answer we were looking for. Tough luck, boys. Coming a straight question to you, the girls from Darab. Here's a question. Listen to it very carefully, and it is also on the screen. Born in the village of Thorapalli, Salem district, which is in Madras, Tamil Nadu, he was the Chief Minister of Madras State. He is also one of the first recipients of the Bharat Ratna and also India's first Governor General. Who is he? India's first Governor General. You would have read it in your history books. The first Governor General of India. Who is he? They're up for a straight 10 points. It passes on to the boys from Budiakop.
Lord Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten.
Lord Mountbatten is not the answer that we're looking for. Nevertheless, nice try. The girls from Chakung. The first Indian Governor General.
Rajendra Sanjay.
Rajendra Sanjay is not the answer we're looking for. Moves on to the team from Holy Cross.
Virappa Moily.
Virappa Moily. Moving on to the girls from Gazing.
Raja Ram Mohan Roy.
Excellent on that. That is not Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Almost there. Moving to the boys. You need to bring out your history lessons to the table on this day. You get a straight 60 points if you answer this question.
Syndicate.
It is not syndicate that you're looking for. The answer we're looking for is C. Rajagopalachari. C. Rajagopalachari, the first Indian Governor General, is the answer that we're looking for. Move on to the team which is on 5th, which is Budiakop. Here's a straight question for 10 points. Yuvraj Singh, cricket. What is the name of the Cancer Foundation launched by Yuvraj Singh in 2011? What is the name of the Cancer Foundation?
You We Can.
Brilliant on that. Give them a 10 points. You We Can is the answer that we are also looking for. You We Can is the answer they have given. Thank you very much for the answer. With this, we move on to the last team on the anti-clockwise round, which is Chakung, the girls. Here is a question, a very relevant one. Telangana, the 29th state of India, was formed on 2nd June 2014. Which city is the capital of this newest state of India? What is the capital of Telangana? Current affairs. The girls from Chakung. For 10 points, if you get it right. Even if you try it, there's no loss of points. It passes on to the boys for the team from Holy Cross. What's your answer on this?
Hyderabad.
Brilliant on that. Hyderabad is the answer we're looking for. It's a 20 points to Holy Cross. And with this, we come to the end of the second round of quizzing you, which we call Quizzical 2. Thank you very much, boys and girls, for playing the second round. With this, we take a small break, and after the break, we come with the first scores of the competition. Thank you very much. See you after the break.
Do you have a passion for gaming and animation? Here's an opportunity to convert your passion into your career. The Asian Institute of Gaming and Animation, AIGA, Bangalore introduces BFA in Digital Design, a 3-year graduation in Gaming, Animation and Computer Graphics in a UGC recognized university. The course is offered
For admission, contact 8040480900 or 07795681304 or 9972579702. Asian Institute of Gaming and Animation, AIGA, Old Airport Road, Bangalore. Log on to www.aiga.in.
Visit Old Factory for branded perfumes and many more. Old Factory New Market, Gangtok.
So welcome back after the break. We had a very exciting 2 rounds, and after the 2 rounds, we had the scores with us. The scores are as follows. The first team, Chakung, you're still to score. The second team, Budiakop, you are on 20 points. The third team, Darab, you are still to score. The fourth team, Kichipuri, you are on 20 points. The fifth team, Gazing, you're yet to score. And the sixth team, which is also the leading team, is Holy Cross, you are on 100 points. So never mind, we still have 3 more rounds to go. Now the next 3 rounds are going to be extremely exciting in terms of quizzing. We call it exciting because for the first time in the history of Sikkim's television show, we have something called the buzzer round also happening. So the third round is what we call it as Quiz Buzz. The round is very simple. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to spell out some questions to you. Whichever team thinks you know the answer, you press the buzzer, we will give you an opportunity to say your answer. If your answer is right, you get a plus 20. If your answer is not right, you have a minus 10. And there is no pass on this round. So the buzzer round is going to be very exciting for each one of you. So if everyone is ready, if the audience is ready, we are also ready with the buzzer round. Here is your first question on the buzzer. Other than Christmas, how is 25th December observed in India from 2014? Other than Christmas, how is 25th December observed every year since 2014? What is the new thing that has happened last Christmas onwards? 25th of December, how do we also celebrate or observe that day as? I will give you a hint on this. Maybe you require a hint on this. The hint is, it is also the birthday of a former Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And since last year, to commemorate his services to the nation, there is something that we have started celebrating or observing. What is that day called? I will further give you another clue. The clue is that it's a 3-worded answer. I'm going to give you the first word and the second and the third word. You need to give me the second word. Now on your buzzers, here is your first and your third word. The first word is good. The third word is day. What is the second word? What is the good day? What is the second word? It's a plus 10, plus 20 and a minus 10. Good dash day. We celebrate the birthday of our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee as what day? And I'm going to give you the last clue for the question. The last letter is, if the first letter is G, the last letter is E. Good G-E day. So it looks like there's no team which is going to answer this question. They're playing it very, very safe because they don't want to lose out the 10 points that they have. So the answer that we're looking for is Good Governance Day. Good Governance Day, also commemorating and celebrating the birthday of our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So here is your second question on the buzzer. Now this should be extremely easy. In which place was Gandhiji assassinated in New Delhi? 30th January, Gandhiji assassinated in which place? Where was he assassinated in Delhi? It's a plus 20 and a minus 10. And for the ones who have not opened the account, you can try it. You never know. You never know whether your answer is going to be right or wrong, but you should try answering this. In which place was Gandhiji assassinated in New Delhi? The clue that I'm going to give to you is he was in somebody's house, and that house belonged to a very prominent business family of India. What house are we talking about? Where was Gandhiji? An extremely prominent business family in India who are still doing so well in terms of doing business and serving India. Gandhiji was in that house. And the last clue that I'm going to give you on this is the business house. The first letter starts from, the first letter is the letter B. Business community, the first letter is the letter B. B house. You can try it. Just making quizzing a little more exciting by bringing the buzzer around. Somebody wants to try on the buzzer, you can try it. It's a plus 20, it's a minus 10. Not to worry about the minuses, look at the positives. If you know the answer, you'll get it. If you don't know the answer, at least you tried. Alright, the schools are still playing it very, very safe. The answer that we're looking for is Birla House. Some of the schools had the answers in their mouth because I could hear you saying the word, but you did not try it, so you've lost on a point. So the moral of the story is you should not stop trying. You should at least give it a try. You'd have got 20 points on this. Never mind, here's the third question coming from Sikkim. Now this is completely Sikkim. On your buzzers, on the your hands on the buzzer, here is your question. Who wrote the book The Gurkha's Daughter? Excellent on that. Which team pressed the buzzer? I think it was Holy Cross who pressed the buzzer. What was the?
Prajwal Parajuli.
Prajwal Parajuli is the answer that we're looking for. Excellent with that. It's a 20 points to the team from Holy Cross. Gurkha's Daughter, written by our own Prajwal Parajuli. So if Gurkha's Daughter was his first book, what was his second book? What is Prajwal Parajuli's second book? That's your fourth question on the buzzer. Boys and girls, I'll give you a clue on this. The clue is, it's a 4-letter book. It's a 4-word book, sorry. It's not a 4-letter book, it's a 4-word book. And I give you a further clue. The first word of the 4-word is, buzzers, your hands on the buzzer, it is land. Excellent, yes.
Land, land where I flee.
Excellent on that. It is Land Where I Flee, and they get 20 points for this. Chaplain, thank you very much for trying it out. Land Where I Flee is the answer that we're looking for. This brings us to the last question of this round, also the 5th question. Your question is almost as simple as Prajwal Parajuli. Here's the question. Name the only male river in India. Name the only male river. The river which has been named after a male. Yes, alright. So we have the girls from Gezing who press the buzzer. What is the?
Was it Brahmaputra?
Brilliant on that. It is Brahmaputra. They get 20 points on Brahmaputra. The girls from Gezing Girls Senior Secondary School tried it out and wonderfully answered the question. Also, was it a try or did you know the answer? Excellent on that. They knew the answer, and with this we come to the end of the third round, the buzzer round. They played it extremely safe. Also because this is the first time in Sikkim we are using the concept of buzzers, but nevertheless all the teams tried very well. This brings us to the end of the third round, and in the end of the third round we're going to take a small commercial break. We will see you at the other side of the break. Thank you.
Visit Pristine for watches, diamond jewelry and sunglasses. Pristine New Market, Gangtok. Touchwood Complete Furniture Solutions, Daragaon, Tadong, Gangtok.
हेल्थ रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट्स में एनर्जी ब्रेसलेट के अपार कामयाबी के बाद टेलीमंत्रा लेके आए हैं डायबिटीज नाशक डायचेक न्यूट्रिशनल किट।
जी हाँ दोस्तों, ऐसा है टेलीमंत्रा का डायचेक न्यूट्रिशनल किट, जिसके 2 महीने के नियमित इस्तेमाल से आपका रोग यानी कि डायबिटीज या मधुमेह पर कंट्रोल करता है।
स्क्रीन पर दिए हुए नंबर पर कॉल करके अपना ऑर्डर दें। इसकी कीमत मात्र 3,500 रुपए है और इसे आप तक पहुंचाने का VVP शुल्क 200 रुपए अतिरिक्त लिया जाता है।
Ladies and gentlemen, after a very exciting third round, we bring to you the fourth round of Quizzing You, Sikkim's first televised quiz show, brought to you by Sikkim Digital Network and powered by 24 Hours Inspired. We are very happy that we have 6 schools participating out here, and the top 2 schools from here go on to the semi-finals of Quizzing You. We're ready with the fourth round of the competition, and in the fourth round, we have a very exciting audio-visual round. We're going to do it anti-clockwise, and each school is going to get an opportunity to answer a question. If you are able to answer a question, you get 20 points. If you're not able to answer a question, it's a -5. If it passes, it's a +20. If the pass cannot answer, it's a -5 again. Alright, so we start anti-clockwise with Holy Cross taking on the first question. Your question is there on the screen. Which bank's symbol is this? It's 20 points. Which bank's symbol is this? Holy Cross, they've been playing very well. What is your answer?
Reserve Bank of India.
Brilliant on that. It's the Reserve Bank of India, and Holy Cross get a straight 20 on the first attempt. Moving on to the second question. It's an audio round. The girls from Gazing, you watch movies, do you? Okay, so here is your audio, which is, and the question is, identify this singer.
A.R. Rahman.
You watch your movies, you listen to your... So which movie is this, by the way?
Highway.
Brilliant on that. Highway and A.R. Rahman. Give 20 points to the girls from Gazing. They know the quiz and they know the movies and the singers. Thank you very much for answering the question. Here is the third question from the boys from Khichipuri. Your question on the screen. Which country's name plate is this? It's the polar bear. It's a polar bear. Which country's name plate? Which country's name plate is this, which is spectacular in its own ways, because polar bear also symbolizes one of the animals that they have in that region. So polar bear, which country are we looking at? It's a +20, and it's just a -5 if you get it wrong. So the stakes are higher when you get it right. They want to pass it on. It passes on to Darab. Which country?
Antarctica.
It is not Antarctica. It's a -5 to the girls from Darab. It's not Antarctica, but glad that you tried it out. Budia Cope.
Alaska.
Alaska is what you tried. Good that you have brought out Alaska, because you get polar bears in that region also, but the answer we're looking for is not Alaska. Something closer to that, yes. Chakung, what is your answer? If you have any.
Pass.
It passes on to the boys from the team from Holy Cross. What is the answer you have? They've won a lot of points, so even if you lose 5, it doesn't matter.
Canada.
Brilliant on that. Give them a 20 points. Canada is the answer that we were looking for in terms of the nameplate of the polar bear. Excellent on that. It's one of the small, on the northwestern side of Canada is where they do it. But Canada, you give me the answer. I'm okay with Canada. This brings me to the fourth team on stage. The girls from Dharup. We're very glad that you've come out here to participate. Take this away. Identify this character. Identify this character. It's 20 points when if you get it right. Identify.
Shrek.
Brilliant on that. Shrek is the answer we were looking for. It's a plus 20 to the girls from Dharup. And Shrek is the answer that they have given to us. Moving on to the boys from Budiakop. Here is, you watch your Bollywood? Do you watch Bollywood? Right? So you've seen this actress. I'm sure you've seen her movies also. Identify this actress. Identify this very famous Bollywood actress. It's a plus 20 if you get it right. If you pass on, no marks are cut. If you try answering it and you get it wrong, it's a minus 5.
Pass.
It passes on to the girls from Chakung. I'm sure the girls watch their movies and you've seen this actress also on TV many a times. What is her name? It passes on to Holy Cross. What is the actress's name?
Chitrangana Singh.
Chitrangada.
Gada.
Chitrangada Singh is the answer they gave. They get a straight 20 points. They get a pass 20 points in this. Excellent. Chitrangada Singh is the answer we're looking for. This extremely popular actress. I'm sure you boys and girls have seen her, but quizzing is all about knowing who that person also is. So coming back to the last team that we have, the girls from Chakung, we've shown you a movie picture. Here is a movie audio. Identify the movie.
इतनी सी हंसी, इतनी सी खुशी, इतना सा टुकड़ा चांद का, ख्वाबों के तिनकों से चल बनाए आशिया.
Barfi.
Are you sure about it? You sure about it? Okay, they say that they're sure about Barfi. If they're so sure about Barfi, we're also very sure about the movie. Excellent, 20 points to this team from Chakung. That was Barfi as a movie. And this brings us to the end of the fourth round. Now the teams are warming up to this quiz competition. We're very glad that each one of you have tried your best. Before we go on to the last and final round, we'd like to take a small commercial break. See you after the break.
This program is co-sponsored by Aiga, Telemantra, Touchwood, Greendale School, Hotel Sikkim Delight, and Sikkim Motors.
The tough and stylish TUV 300.
Welcome back to the fifth and the last round of Quizzing You. This was a very exciting quiz competition where 6 schools coming from different parts of Sikkim participated and competed to go to the next level. There's some schools which have played really well and some schools which have tried their best. We come to the last round of Quizzing You, the fifth round, which we also call as Rapid Fire. In this round, we're going to ask 3 questions to each team, and each question carries 10 points. There's no passing on this, and there is a negative on a wrong question. So if we go clockwise this time, so if Chakung Senior Secondary School is ready, we are ready with our questions. 3 questions to you, and the questions do not come on screen. The questions is what I'm going to read out to you. Are you ready with your mics?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So your question, your first question out of the 3 is, Who was C.V. Raman's nephew, who also won the Nobel Prize? C.V. Raman's nephew, who also won the Nobel Prize in 2013. C.V. Raman's nephew. What was his name? An Indian who won the Nobel in chemistry, and who also happens to be C.V. Raman's nephew. No points deducted if you pass it.
Pass.
The second question. Which was the favorite bhajan of Gandhiji? The favorite bhajan of Gandhiji.
Pass.
The third question, take this. What are common to the professions of Spider-Man and Superman? What are common to the professions of Spider-Man and Superman? They did the same job. What was the job that Spider-Man and Superman did? You can try it out. It's a +10 if you get it right. And it's just a -5 if you get it wrong. They're playing very, very smart. They know their scores. They know that if they could go on to the next round. It passes on. So 3 questions asked, none of it answered. We move on to team 2, which is the boys from Budiakop. Here is your question. Who is the creator of the fictional characters Spider-Man, Fantastic Four and the Hulk? Who created these 3 characters, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four and Hulk?
Pass.
It passes to the next question. Name the first woman speaker of the Lok Sabha. Who was the first woman speaker of the Lok Sabha?
Kalawati Subba.
Okay, I'm talking about Lok Sabha. It's a -5 to this team. The third question. Name the house where Nehru lived in New Delhi. Now it's a museum and a resource center. Where did Jawaharlal Nehru live in New Delhi, which today is a bhavan?
Pass.
Passes on to the team which is on my right, which is the team from Darab. Girls, are you ready? Here's a question. You watch Shaktiman? You know about Shaktiman? Here's a question on Shaktiman. What is common to Shaktiman and our national leader Tilak? What is common to Shaktiman and our national leader Tilak? What is common to Shaktiman, the television serial, and our national leader Tilak? Passes on to the next question. Which script is used in Hindi and Nepali? Which script is used in Hindi and Nepali? This is the last round, so you can try it out. You win, you get it right, you get points. You don't get it right, you try. It passes on. They've not taken this chance. The third question for you. Which world famous detective lived in 12 Baker Street? Which world famous detective lived in 12 Baker Street? The answer we're looking for is Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes in this. With this, they have also passed the entire questions. Moving on to team 4, the boys from Kichiburi. Here's a question. Who lives in 10 Downing Street in the UK? Who lives in 10 Downing Street? It's a plus 10 for the right answer. If you're not able to answer it, you can pass it. If you want to answer and if it doesn't get right, you get a -5. So what's your answer on this? Who lives in 10 Downing Street? It passes on to the next question. It literally means, the meaning of this word is the books. How do we also commonly know this as? In actual meaning, it means the books. How do we also very famously know this book as? Passing it on. Here's the last question. You've heard about tsunami? Yes? What does tsunami mean? What is the meaning of tsunami? The boys from Kichiburi are thinking a lot on this. They've heard about tsunami, but they are not able to comprehend what does tsunami actually mean. Do you have an answer on this? It's a plus 10 if you get it right. It's a -5 if you get it wrong. And if you don't answer, you don't lose any points. Passes on. It passes on. Tsunami means harbor wave. It is to do with the tidal waves. It means harbor wave. Moving on to team 5, the girls from Girls Senior Secondary School. Here is your question. Long Walk to Freedom is the autobiographical book of which famous personality? Long Walk to Freedom is the autobiographical book of which world leader? Long Walk to Freedom.
Pass.
They're passing it, they're playing it extremely safe, they do not want to try it. The answer that we're looking for is Nelson Mandela. It is a very simple answer. Some of you, the two girls, would have that answer at the back of your mind, but nevertheless you passed it. Your second question comes here. Which was the first televised quiz show in India? Which is the first televised quiz show in India? It's a plus 10 if you get it right. It's a -5 if you get it wrong. If you pass it, you don't lose any points. The first televised quiz show in India.
Then Bonvita Quiz Show.
The Bonvita Quiz Show or the Bonvita Quiz Contest is certainly the first quiz show in the televised quiz show in the country. Congratulations, you win a 10 points on the Bonvita Quiz Show. Now the next and the final question is, for which news agency does the fictional character Spider-Man work for? Which magazine news agency does Spider-Man work for? It passes on. With this, your 3 questions are up. We go on to the last team, Holy Cross, which is been answering a lot of questions. Here are your 3 questions, team Holy Cross. It's very relevant to what we do during our festivals also. Why do we light 14 lamps on Kukur Tihar? We light 14 lamps on Kukur Tihar. Why do we do it?
Pass.
It passes. The next one, they're playing it very, very safe. They do not even want to try it out. Here's the question. Which is the firecracker city of India? Firecracker city of India. Which city is considered as the firecracker city of India?
Pass.
Passes on to the last question. Who is the Vice President of India?
Hamid Ansari.
Dr. Hamid Ansari is what they have answered very slowly, and Dr. Hamid Ansari is the answer that we are going to take as the right answer. Congratulations, Holy Cross, for answering it right. With this, we come to the end of the 5 rounds of quizzing you. Like any competitions, we have some winners and some teams which did not win. The 2 teams which win from here are going to go to the semi-finals of quizzing you. And to give away the prizes, I'd like to welcome the Managing Director, Sikkim Digital Network, Sri Roshan Rai, to please come up on stage and give away the prizes to our students. Let's welcome the teams which is on first position today here at the first episode of Quizzing You, Holy Cross Senior Secondary School. So the prizes is given by Mr. Roshan Rai. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that is Holy Cross, the winning team of the first episode of Quizzing You, hosted by Sikkim Digital Network and powered by 24 Hours Inspired. So the second team which comes with us to the semi-finals of Quizzing You is a team of girls from Gazing Girls Senior Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the first episode of Sikkim Digital Network Presents Quizzing You. We hope you have enjoyed the quiz show, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode with a bunch of different schools coming together to be part of this exciting engagement. Thank you once again for watching us, and thank you once again for watching Sikkim Digital Network.
Quizzing You was presented by Sikkim Digital Network. This program was co-sponsored by IGA, Telemantra, Touchwood, Greendale School, Hotel Sikkim Delight, and Sikkim Motors.